Is the DJI Mavic 4 Pro ugly? Or is it sporting an all-new architecture design aimed to reduce wind vibration and sporting new cinematic lenses? These are the questions being asked after the latest leaked image showed up on the internet. We'll answer these questions in this video, but first I have a simple and humble request. Please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps this channel grow and keeps you informed on the latest camera gear. When I look at the latest leaked photo of the Mavic 4 Pro, I see a beefed up aerial camera platform that's been working in the gym for the last year. The head is more aerodynamic, able to sustain constant buffering by strong winds, keeping down vibrations and allowing it to sustain higher wind speeds. So you think the latest leaked image is not a leaked image at all, but some fake? A fake created by some Chinese netizen that decided to post their leaks on Weibo and got all of us riled up, right? Well, I don't think so. You see, if we take a look at the latest leaked images of the Mavic 4 Pro over the past couple of months, I think what you're going to see is that it's just taking, well, a shot of the Mavic 4 Pro from a different viewpoint, but it's the same design architecture. I mean, clearly by looking at this image here, it is the exact same form factor without all the stickers over it. What this photo does is give us a different viewpoint of the front of the Mavic 4 Pro. We can see that the head, the aerial camera platform itself, is much bigger, it's much stronger, it's able to provide better stabilization for the camera units. And if we zoom in a little bit further, you can see the outline of what looks to be 3 lenses. The latest leaked images, as well as the images from the past couple of months, are showing us one definite thing, that the gimbal itself that houses all the lenses, all the cameras, is made of beefier and sturdier stuff. That means that it's able to sustain much higher wind speeds for a much longer period while reducing vibrations, and that just means that this aerial camera platform is providing us with much more smooth and cinematic video. But there's one thing else that this latest leak image shows us, or at least indicates, and it's the type of lenses that are going to be on the Mavic 4 Pro. Previous rumors had indicated that it might just have one lens, a telephoto lens, the 20 to 70 millimeter. Others indicated that it could have 3 separate lenses, and one indicated that it could have a 28 millimeter f2 to f11. But if we zoom in here, do you notice that outline? I know it's a bit of a stretch here, but here, let me help you out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this older image. You see that? It's got the same bulbous head, and clearly we can see 3 separate lenses or cameras. And again here on this older image, the same head and design. And this last image, again, that same head design. So we're getting 3 lenses. We're not getting a single lens. And after having shown you those images, if we take another look once again at the latest leaked image, it's clear to see that we do have the outline of 3 separate lenses. And this is consistent with the exact same lens architecture that we see in the Mavic 3 Pro. This latest leaked photo confirms several things. That it's got a new body architecture, but as far as the lenses go, it's got the exact same lens architecture, but it's in a more robust and more sturdy gimbal. And this new bulky design, the more sturdy gimbal, isn't designed that it can take, well, crashes better. It's designed for aerial performance of the aerial camera, because while we talk about these things as drones, as though they're some sort of vehicle, aerial vehicle, they're really not. We need to look at it differently. The Mavic 3 Pro, the Mavic 4 Pro, they're aerial camera platforms. It's all about delivering smooth cinematic footage. Whether you're doing 10 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometers an hour, 100 kilometers an hour, and it's being able to provide that stable, cinematically smooth video regardless of what's going on in the air, regardless of the wind turbulence. And I think that's what's really exciting here. The Mavic Pro, when it came out, I don't know, what, 6 years ago now, was exciting, and it was cheap. But what DJI has done since then is they've doubled down on innovating and introducing new capabilities to be able to deliver an aerial camera platform for professionals and not just for people who like flying drones around buzzing parks and events. These are very serious units here, and we can see the new design architecture is just heading in that same direction. It's designed for pros, and I would hate to be running a Helios business, a helicopter business these days, because these drones are taking away more and more business. And with longer flight times, yeah, it's not a business I'd want to be in. At least from the sightseeing point of view, business is safe. But with longer flight times, with better, more cinematically smooth video, with more detailed video, with more dynamic range that we're seeing in these drones, they're getting pretty impressive. Unfortunately, the price is going up there too. One other thing, though, I think is important to at least spend a little bit of time thinking about. We are getting some contradictions in the specifications, the type of lenses that these cameras are going to have. Think just for a minute. With the Mavic 3 Pro, we had multiple models, the Mavic 3 Pro and the Cine version of the Mavic 3 Pro. I think it's very likely we're going to see multiple versions of the Mavic 4 Pro. Now, the Mavic 4 Pro, a base unit, a Mavic 4 Pro Cine, and who knows, maybe they might come up with another unit. It's hard to say, but if we look at the Mavic 3 Pro, various models, whether it's a Cine or not, they do seem to all have the same look and design, the same lens architecture, the same lenses. I wonder if that will carry forward to the Mavic 4 Pro. What do you think? Well, at this point, we're looking at an April announcement. And this price is supposed to be around 2,200 euros. I would expect a similar price in US dollars, not much different from what we see in the Mavic 3 Pro at this point. And in terms of sales, to indicate that we could be getting an announcement anytime soon, yep, there are no sales on the Mavic 3 Pro, the Mavic 3 Pro Cine, or any other versions. Well, with the exception of the DJI Mavic 3 Pro Fly More bundle. So what do you think? Are you interested in picking up the DJI Mavic 4 Pro? I gotta say, I'm very interested. But with my budget for all the things I have to purchase this year, I'm wondering, might I just get the Mavic 3 Pro instead? I gotta say, there's been a lot of improvements in the drones lately, and with the changes in legislation, allowing us to fly beyond line of sight. This is something that's been bothering me for years, because a lot of times, depending on where I'm flying, I'm looking down at the LCD. I can see exactly where it is. Now, I do want to keep line of sight to the drone, because if you've got too many trees or buildings, then it can reduce the amount of range you've got. But at a certain point, even with glasses, if you look down and then look back up, you might have trouble tracking it. So the recent changes to legislation take into account that fact, and you don't necessarily have to keep line of sight anymore. So that's certainly a benefit. But with all the drone sightings over the northeastern United States that have been going on for the better part of 2 months now, this is not helping. And what I fear is this could result in some more restrictive FAA legislation regarding drones. Now, as you're aware, last year they allowed flight at night. I don't know, perhaps this could be some of the reasons behind what we're seeing, but they instituted a flight ban, and these unknown drones are still being seen in the air. UAPs, whatever you want to call them. It's definitely wait and see. This is going to affect legislation. So hopefully we can get through 2025 without any additional restrictive legislation on flying drones in the United States through the FAA, and in Canada through Transport Canada. Thank you so much for turning around. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if it was useful to you, what you would like to see in the Mavic 4 Pro. And if you are interested in picking up either the Mavic 3 Pro or the Mavic 4 Pro, please consider using my affiliate links down below. Using these, I get anywhere from 2 to 5% back, and literally it does help keep the lights on, keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. As far as the pre-order goes, I don't expect that to happen. We won't have pre-orders probably until sometime in April. If I do get advance notice of when the announcement is going to be, I will do a live stream, because I'm really excited by this. I should have done a live stream of the Mavic 3 Pro, but scheduling didn't work out. But a big thanks to you. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. Have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and we'll see you again soon.